Hi guys, this is me, Rusty 78609. I'm driving down Interstate 40 headed west. I'm going out to Grand Canyon National Park, and there's some free camping near there. This road, this I-40 here, is just a total disaster. I mean, it is rough as a cod right here. In fact, I'm going to move over as soon as this motorcycle gets by. But anyway, this is June the 6th, 2017. It's probably about 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I've got about, to get to Grand Canyon. I'm holding this in my hand, but I've got it set where I don't have to look at it. Well, almost. The old Shaky Jake, the holder, gave up. But anyway, so far so good. I showed you the pictures of my shoes and got me a new stove. But for those of you that like the driving videos, I thought I'd give you a shot. The elevation here is about 7,300 feet. And the temperature right now is 69 degrees. From here to Los Angeles, California is 456 miles. The campsite I had there off Forest Road 532 near Flagstaff was really a good spot. I may end up going back there. Not sure. There's some free camping out here, or dispersed camping at, it's called Kaibab. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Kaibab National Forest. It's right near Grand Canyon, and of course it's dispersed, and we'll see. I'm in I got all day. I mean, it's not like I'm in a big rush here, but forest all around, mountains high in the elevation, perfect climate. I mean, it's just been beautiful. I've had good weather. Of course, I am a fair weather camper. You got to know that. I don't like to be camping in the rain or in the mud, and so I don't. Grand Canyon is north of us from where I am right now, probably about 60 miles, maybe, yeah, right in that range, probably 60 miles or so. We'll turn off of I-40 and go north in about 15 miles, I think. I've been there before, but it's been a while. Don't have any real plans. It's just a nice, relaxed trip so far. I've got it. I've got the routine, the daily routine down pat now. I've been on the road for a little over 3 weeks, and so it's, you're going to hear some noise. I got a fly here on the window. I'm fixing to let him go his way. He went his way. Look how he felt when he bounced out in the air at 70 miles an hour. Speed limit on I-40 here is 75, and I'm driving 70. It says Los Angeles 481. Looks like it's better over here on the right. Now I'll move over. Not a whole lot of traffic here on I-40 this morning, a little bit. I thought it was going to be much busier when I came through Flagstaff right at 7:30 or 8. I drove. I thought it would be, the 8 o'clock rush, but it wasn't. I mean, I just zipped right on around and out here on I-40, and away we go. I tell you what, without that getting directions from Google, I mean, it would be very difficult for me. I mean, I can remember using physical maps to find my way around. You know, it was almost impossible, you know. Hang on, I gotta move my sunglasses, they're falling off. And back off the rough road. God, it's rough right there. Beautiful country if you like forests. I mean, it's okay. I like forests for a little while, and it'll work out all right for me because I'll stay here a few days, and then, you know, the good thing about it is I've got everything in my vehicle, and if I get out here to Grand Canyon and I decide to stay, I can just stay. And if I decide to leave from there and go somewhere else like Nevada or wherever, I can just do it. I wouldn't mind going out to the Great Basin for a few days. I might. I certainly can. Got plenty of time, and for me right now it doesn't cost much money. Camping's free. Gasoline's about what I burn at home. I don't move long distances every day like I did in the Prius. I stay at a campground for at least 2 days, 3 days, and the solar in the refrigerator allow me to do just anything I want to do. You know, for those of you that are thinking about doing something like this, you know, all I can tell you is try it for a few days and see what you think, but give it a chance. See, the whole thing is the first few days are going to be pretty frustrating, in my opinion, because, you know, you're not going to be really that organized, but give yourself at least a week before you make the final choice, because once you get into the routine and you kind of know where stuff is, it's like being at home. I mean, let's face it, you know, if you can live in this thing here for 3 weeks, the White House, you know, you could live in it for 30 weeks or 30 years. It's just the same thing, one day at a time. And the good thing about it is the way I'm doing it, I'm, you know, doing dispersed camping and basically a lot of free camping. So the camping fees are nothing. The only extra expense I have over my home budget is the extra gas. And is that a lot? No, not much at all. I'm going to guess it's probably maybe $150 a month extra gas. So that's my total extra cost over my home budget, home base budget. You know, that's very, very doable so far. Anyway, well, of course, I've spent some money. I bought some new shoes, but I would have bought the shoes anyway. And as far as that little burner, you know, I bought it because the one I had bought, I bought it because it was cheap. That's it. That was the extent of my research on that. And it worked. I used it for, I don't know, a couple of years, whatever it was. But this one is much better, much better. I mean, it is well engineered. You can heat food, heat water, great. The other one was just designed for heating water, and that's it. You could heat food, but you just heat one spot. But anyway, this is I-40 going west from Flagstaff towards, I'm going to move over again, we're in the rough zone. But anyway, we're on I-40 west going towards LA, Orange County. Let's look okay again, we'll try this again. I'll let this run on for you people, but it's pretty. I mean, you can see some mountains in the background. There's a few snow-capped mountains around Flagstaff. I think it's called Mount Humphrey, the tallest mountain in Arizona. But I'm just going to leisurely go like I've been doing until I get, you know, I mean, if I could move up to a Class B, if I could work that out, you know, they've got some new ones out. Viewers have posted links to them. Winnebago has one. Roadtrek has one that's, you know, much cheaper. You know, they're in the 50s, and you know that's getting close. But you know, I still have to think about it, because you know, once you go in debt, man, I'm telling you, it almost makes me physically ill. I'm telling you, like buying this truck. I mean, it was, but the way I rationalize it, and of course everybody does that. You know, you figure out a way to justify your decision. But the way I did it is, I'm age 71. You know, if you looked at the hourglass that the sand is running out of, you would realize that there's not a hell of a lot of sand left in the hourglass. All right. So what are you waiting for? You know, if you can do it, do it. So that's kind of my rationale, is go for it. And I'll go for a Class B if I can figure out a way to put together a deal. I'm not, you know, when you start talking about numbers like that, I mean, to a lot of people that's chump change, but it's not to me. You know, it really isn't. It's a lot, because I don't have the income to support that debt. And I don't want to be locked on the treadmill again. So here's a guy in a little, looks like a Class C, I'm sure it is, pulling a tow vehicle. And he is very limited in where he can go. But if you have a Class B, which is basically a van build, you know, a van conversion, you can go anywhere. And the good thing about the new Roadtrek and the Winnebago, I can't remember, Travolta or whatever they call it, is they're built on the Ram chassis, and it's got the same engine and transmission that I have in this, and they get over 20 miles to the gallon gasoline. And some of them come with a little solar setup. This road sucks, okay? I'm telling you, I might as well be on one of the BLM roads. But back to the Class B while I'm rambling on here, and then I'll cut this video off. You know, what would it accomplish for me? You know, this is okay. This is doable. I've been doing it, obviously, and I could do it again next year, next year, next year, next year, next year. But you know, if I can add convenience, because what I've found is adding convenience doesn't hurt me at all. You know, my whole life I've been stingy as hell, man. Not really with other people. I mean, I would help other people, you know, if my kids or anybody needed money. Hell, here you go, man. If I had money, everybody had money. Well, you know, that's good for everybody around me, I guess. But to spend money on myself was always something it was difficult. I don't know, I just didn't do it much. You know, I drove a 1979 Chevrolet pickup for 15 years. Sure did. Put 3 engines in it. I'm telling you. Because I didn't want to buy a new car. I didn't want a payment. And I was right. I mean, I was smart. All of a sudden I got dumb, though. I bought me a new pickup, and then I was back in the buying game again. And then I bought me a new RV, and then I bought me a Prius. And got back into the payment world. It's not bad. I mean, you know, what is money? It's a way to acquire things to make your life more enjoyable, and that's where I'm headed, guys. I'm telling you. I'm going to head out to California probably next week and locate a couple of dealerships, and then I'm going to go by and drive if I can find it, because they're really new, the Winnebago model and the Roadtrek Simplicity. I like the Roadtrek Simplicity. I really do. You know, unfortunately, it's not 50,000. It's not. I'm gonna roll the window down again. There's another little fly. When I'm camping, I leave the windows cracked open about an inch in the cab area, and the little insects climb in and out. Some of them can't. Some of them forgot to climb out. This road is bad. But anyway, guys, this is Rusty 78609 on Highway 40, just letting you guys enjoy the view. And whenever I can, I'll upload this video, because where I'm going, I'm not too sure how good the cell phone signal is going to be, if at all. I'm not sure. We'll see. So it's Grand Canyon Junction, 5 miles. So in 5 miles, we'll turn north. I'll let it go 5 more minutes, and we'll make the turn, and I'll pull over and shut the video off. But it's beautiful country, I'm telling you, man. I'll kind of pan around a little bit. I can't do too much, but because I got to keep my eyes on the whole highway here. But it's really nice. I mean, it is. This is pretty. This is a little someplace a guy cleared, I guess, for farming or raising grass of some kind. But it is nice. I mean, it's the beauty of the world. I mean, again, I was in Mongolia in 1994, got to see it. I didn't really enjoy it all that much because I was suffering from terminal diarrhea, man. But there's beauty all over the world. It is. Everywhere. But here in the western USA, for me, is some of the most beautiful places. And there's a lot of them I didn't even go to. You know, there's the Painted Desert that's north of Flagstaff on the Navajo Reservation. You got Monument Valley, you got the Arches, you've got Bryce Canyon. You know, there's so many, and I've been to most of those. But I'm just cruising now. I don't like to go to the national parks all that much because they're so crowded, and year round. I mean, you know, whenever they're open, the big ones like Grand Canyon, you know, they've got like 15 lanes to go, entry lanes. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure. I think I've got a senior pass, and as I recall, I think it's a free entry for me. I think. We'll see. To go to Meteor Crater, which is about 40 miles south of Flagstaff, it's where a meteor hit the earth thousands of years ago. It's just a big hole in the ground. But it's not a national park or a state park. It's privately owned, and it's like $20 a head to get in and see the crater. Grand Canyon. Nope, that's not it either. That's Grand Prairie. What? That's a dirty truck. It says Garland Grand. Get out of here. It's an RV park. I've been in those. God almighty. I've been in thousands of them, I'm telling you. Oh, God. You know, you'd pull in, you'd have a back end spot, and you'd have just about enough space to get your RV in, and then you couldn't hardly open your door because you were so close to your neighbor. You could hear your neighbors talking on both sides, and they'd have their TV on, seemed like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 1 mile, okay, to 64 north. Exit 165 for all you Grand Canyon fans. Little rough here, guys, little rough. Glad I didn't put old Shaky Jake up. Might have been a blessing. This is not bad because I've got I'm not holding the camera in my hand. I've got it's a thing you hold in your hand that you put your camera in. It's called a pistol grip, and it's very comfortable. It's very easy to hold. Unfortunately, sometimes I get it tilted because I can't look at the camera all the time. But once I get it set that I just hold it in that position. Okay, I'm going to take a right here and head towards Grand Canyon. Talk about it. You know, it's not one of the, it is a busy park. It is a busy park, no doubt about that. But the busiest national park is Smoky Mountains National Park. It is by far. Here's a place to pull over. How about that? Wonderless, wonderless. Well, guys, this is Rusty 78609, headed to Grand Canyon. I'll do some more when I get there and show you the Grand Canyon if I can get in. It's not too much because I'm too tight to spend much. But having said that, guys, I hope some of you enjoyed this ride, and let me get my window up here now. Thumbs up. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye-bye. Buy USA Made when you can, which is damn hard to do, I'm finding out. Drink plenty of water. 3 to 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. You may TT like a racehorse or a 2 or 3 pecker possum, but you'll feel pretty damn good. Take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth several times a day. Why? Because that relieves stress. Relieving stress lowers your heartbeat. Lowering your heartbeat makes you feel better. You'll live longer. So stretch, walk, keep your health. The adventure continues. Where I'm going to go after Grand Canyon, I don't have a clue. And that's what I love about my life. Adios, guys. Keep your health and stay tuned.